Hello there and welcome to the video where I'll be talking about the enchantment Blast Protection. First of all, how we can get it? We can get it by trading with villagers, fishing, enchanting, or even exploring and opening some chests. And well, how does this enchantment work? Okay, first of all, this enchantment what it does is basically it reduces our damage from explosions like creeper explosions, TNT explosions, fireworks, blah 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 blah, and it goes from level 1 to level 4. Okay. And each level of this enchantment, what it does is gives us an 8% of damage from explosions reduction, okay? What does this mean? That if we have level 1, we're gonna receive an 8% less damage from explosions, and if we have level 4, we're gonna receive an 32% less from damage from explosions, okay? Apart from this, if we start putting ourselves, for example, Blast Protection 4, doesn't matter the material from the armor. We now have a 32% of damage protection from projectiles. We now have a 64% reduction of damage. And if we put a third piece of armor, we're gonna have an 80% of damage reduction. This means that instead of having 96%, which is the number that we should get, we now have an 80%. Why? Because the maximum level of protection that we can receive from projectile protection is an 80% of the damage reduction from protections for projectiles. Okay, projectiles. Sorry, blast protection. I don't know what I'm saying. Okay. So what do I recommend you? I recommend you to put only 2 pieces of blast protection and the other 2 pieces of normal protection, and it would be literally the same. You will receive literally the same damage from some explosions, okay? Apart from that, you now are thinking, oh, this is like a bit weird, like it's a really bad enchantment. Well, it's not that bad, because it have a secondary effect, which is basically instead of giving us 8% for each level of blast protection, instead of giving us an 8% of the reduction of the damage from explosions, it gives us from each level from blast protection, it gives us a 15% of the knockback reduction with a limit of 60%. Okay. 60%. So what does this mean? This means that only with 1 piece of armor we are already getting this maximum level of knockback reduction, okay? Because 1 piece of level 4 it's gonna give us 15 multiplied by 4, 60%, which is literally the maximum we can get through this enchantment. Okay, so we can get even more with the netherite armor and these things. And well, why we have this secondary effect that reduces our knockback? Basically because when a creeper explodes you, or TNT explodes you, or crystal explodes you, it just generates you some knockback explosion. So blast protection is thinking about that, and that's why they give us knockback protection. Okay, this can be very interesting because if you are doing PvP against someone, the possibility of not having that much reduction of knockback is really interesting, because literally you have a really big advantage versus the enemy, because you literally can't get a combo from the enemy. Okay, so just take this into account for the next game you're gonna fight, so that you maybe want to have a blast protection in your armor or not, who knows. I hope you like this video. Well, in conclusion, what do I recommend? I recommend you to have 1 piece of armor of blast protection. Why not? If you are really interested in having this knockback and having this extra protection from explosions. If you only want protection from explosions and this knockback it's not the priority, you can have 2 pieces and the other 2 pieces of armor have protection 4. It's the most effective way of applying this. And well, nothing else to say. I hope this video has been useful to you. We will be seeing us in future videos, and bye bye, leave a like and subscribe.